This is the all-new 2024 Toyota Prius. Can you believe how good it looks? Gone is the dorky, silly-looking image. This is here to sell as a cool-looking economy car, and you know what? Spoiler alert, it fully achieves its goals. Prices in Canada start at $37,650 for this entry-level all-wheel drive model, the XLE. There's also an XSE, which has a little bit more stuff. There's also a front-wheel drive variant, not here in Canada. There's a plug-in hybrid variant, which is the Prius Prime, but you can only have that one in front-wheel drive. But this one here, in my mind, is the best value because it has almost everything you need for a very fair price. The exterior design is simply put, awesome. The drag coefficient is 0.25 CD, which is exactly the same as my head. The super sloped windshield and the kink in front of the rear wheel arch kind of reminds me of the BMW i8. It all makes this thing a real looker. And almost no one believes their eyes when they see Prius written on the back. It's got McPherson struts in the front. It has a multi-link rear suspension, 12-inch rotors up front, 11-inch rear rotors. And under the hood, it has a gasoline-powered engine. It's a 2.0-liter four-cylinder that makes on its own 150 horsepower and 139 pound-feet of torque. But it also has an electric motor right next to it, which makes another 111 horsepower and 152 pound-feet of torque. And because this car is all-wheel drive, it has another electric motor at the back, which makes another 40 horsepower and 62 pound-feet of torque. The battery pack is lithium-ion. It's a 222-volt unit, and it has a capacity of 0.91 kilowatt hours. The total output is 196 horsepower and undisclosed torque, and combined with an eCVT transmission, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour comes in a very respectable 8.1 seconds as measured. It's supposed to take 7.7, but that's what we did. 0 to 60 miles an hour we measured in 7.5 seconds, and the reverse procedure, stopping from 100 kilometers an hour, took 43 meters, so not terrible there either. Putting the power down feels like you're being pulled by a bungee cord. It's like wee-woo, wee-woo. And it sounds like you after you stub your toe in the corner of the couch. It's like, ah! But it's actually a pretty peppy car. Nowhere near as slow as the OG was. However, it pretty much uses the same amount of gas vapors to move around because on average, I've been using just 4.7 liters per 100 kilometers, which is a ridiculously low number, which means that the Prius looks good and scores mega fuel economy numbers. So if this was a bet that Toyota had placed, well, it would already receive an early payout because it definitely fulfilled its reasons to exist. A big bonus is that the interior also looks great. It has a crazy deep dash as the windscreen is super sloped. The instrument cluster is a small little screen that you can see above the steering wheel. The steering wheel itself looks really funky and kind of fat in the center with the buttons around. It's very modern. It has really soft leather, so it actually feels quite nice. The screen in the middle has the latest Toyota infotainment stuff. It's a touchscreen. It's a lighter version compared to other more expensive models. It doesn't have too much stuff, but you know what? It has absolutely everything you really need. It supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It has good cameras, and the sound system is pretty banging and loud. It has heated front seats and a heated steering wheel. It has good driving assistance with adaptive cruise and the proactive driving assistant, which basically steps on the brakes for you in town, so it kind of like mimics one-pedal driving. It has no sunroof, and the roof liner feels like cardboard, really. But it does have automatic windows for all four windows, and the rear windows open all the way down, which is really cool. The rear doors open from the rear pillar, which, the handlebars are a bit hidden, so hard to find, but it's just a button that you press and boop, the door goes open. The door opening, front and rear, is not very wide, so you gotta watch your head going in and out. Roominess up front is absolutely fantastic. The driving position is great. Visibility would have been okay despite the weird shape, the small rear window, but these A-pillars, because they're kind of lying down, they're almost horizontal. Sometimes they can hide lots of stuff, but the good thing is you have this little window in the front here, so if you move your head around, you can pretty much see everything. So not a really big problem. Rear roominess is okay for 2 people. 3 will definitely be a squeeze, but it's also doable. It's just a shame that there's no vents or heated seats in this one. The XSE gets the heated seats, but it does have USB ports, so at least that's something. The trunk opens manually and it has a capacity of 286 liters. There are some hidden compartments underneath the floor and some pockets left and right. All good there. On the road, the Prius really benefits from its suspension layout and the low center of gravity. And as such, handling is pretty neutral. It's predictable and progressive. The grip limits are high enough and the brakes work quite well, I have to say. The brake pedal also feels normal. There's no funkiness to it despite being regen braking enabled. If you push too hard now, it will lean and start to understeer, but the Prius isn't the ultimate machine for carving corners. It just does so safely, and it reminds you to look at the green indication, and it kind of works your guilt to make you go back to like green driving styles. The really impressive part, which I've been kind of shocked to be honest, is ride comfort. They've done a great job tuning the suspension to full comfort. If there was like a slider between sportiness and comfort, this would be like all the way towards comfort. And you know what? The suspension deals with potholes really well and really quiet. You just hear like in the background, a little thump thump, and that's it. If the bumps get really bad and continuous and whatever, then yeah, it gets a bit noisier with the suspension. Like you can actually hear the suspension struggle to keep up, but again, it's not bad. The only downside is you start hearing little noises from the interior, which otherwise is very quiet. Road noise is a little bit noticeable, but again, not a real issue. A real issue is how this interior has been put together, because honestly, it feels like it's missing a few screws. Again, you can't really hear rattles and stuff, but look at this. I can like literally move all these panels around. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know in the long run how this is going to hold up, but right now, it kind of feels like it could use a few more anchors because it's kind of loosey-goosey. So to wrap up this one, if you're looking for an affordable 4-door, all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive car that uses as much gas as an RC car and looks cool AF, well, here is one. This is the brand new Toyota Prius, and my overall score is 9 out of 10 because this car is one excellent commuter car. So that's pretty much it for today with this hybrid Toyota Prius, which we all know Prius is a synonym to hybrid vehicles. If you like this video, please share it with your friends, subscribe. Most importantly, till next time, be well. Bye-bye.
Perfect.